Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Human Physiology and Medicine. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic, that is afferent pathways or input fibers to the cerebellum. We have to know that these are the pathways or these are the tracts that carry information from different parts of the brain as well as periphery towards the cerebellum. First of all, we are going to discuss Cortico-pontocerebellar pathway. Let's talk about its origin first. Cortico-pontocerebellar pathway originates in cerebral premotor cortex and somatosensory cortex areas. We have to know that these two areas are part of the cerebral cortex motor organization. And this tract passes by the way of pontile nuclei and pontocerebellar tracts to the lateral division of the cerebellar hemispheres. After that, we are going to discuss Olivo-cerebellar tract. It originates and is present at both sides of the brainstem and passes from inferior part of the olive to all parts of the cerebellum. And this tract is excited by the fibers coming from cerebral motor cortex, basal ganglia, reticular formation, and spinal cord vestibular fibers. And some of these fibers originate in vestibular apparatus and brainstem vestibular nuclei. Now we are going to discuss afferent pathways coming from periphery towards the cerebellum. We have four tracts. Two tracts are dorsal spinocerebellar tracts and another two are ventral spinocerebellar tracts. Now first we are going to discuss dorsal spinocerebellar tract. It enters cerebellum through inferior cerebellar peduncle and terminates into vermis and intermediate zones of cerebellum in the same site of origin because it does not cross over. It receives signals from proprioceptors, muscle spindles, somatosensory receptors on body, example Golgi tendons, large tactile receptors in skin, and joint receptors. So, what is the result of all of this? Cerebellum knows about the muscle contraction, degree of tension of muscle tendons, position and rate of movements of parts of body, as well as forces acting upon the parts of the body. These are the tracts that transmit signals at a very high speed of 120 meters per second. After that, we are going to talk about ventral spinocerebellar tract. It enters cerebellum through superior cerebellar peduncle and terminates at both sides of the cerebellum because it does cross over, and signal reception in this tract is less from peripheral receptors but through motor signals arriving in anterior horns of the spinal cord from brain through corticospinal and ribrospinal tracts.